Carrie, and today we're going to show you how to make a decoupage mesh carrot out of orange decoupage mesh and a new 10-inch multicolor paper mesh. And the first thing we did was make our carrot frame out of a ribbon rail and a piece of pencil garland. So I'm going to lay that aside. We're going to show you, we took this pencil garland, and of course the first thing you do is, get your twist all pulled out. And we took the garland then and cut a piece. I'll show you this piece that I had left over. But the first thing we did was attach it to the end and made a loop so that the carrot would have a point right here. And then brought that piece of garland all the way up to the middle, and this gives you a place for you to attach. We're going to do this using the ruffle technique, and this gives you an extra place to add ruffles. We cut that off and secured it with a zip tie, and then we took another piece of the garland and attached it about, about 3/4 down, attached it, curved it up into the shape of a carrot, and attached it on the other side, and just cut off the excess and had maybe a yard or so of the garland left. Then, to keep it from flopping around, we cut off some of the pencil ties from the garland and secured it, the garland, to the frame, just, to make it secure. So this is what we're going to make our carrot out of, Carrie. Carrie doesn't like to talk on the video, so today she is.
This paper mesh,
Okay?
and this regular mesh.
Okay. And we're going to use the ruffle technique, and we thought we would go with a layer of the plain ruffles first, because this is the least expensive mesh that we have. It's just plain orange, no foil. It's 10 inches wide, 10 yards long. And then the paper is a little more expensive, and this is a new, go ahead and open that up, new multicolor orange that just came in a little while back, and we thought it had a nice texture to use, and we'll use less of that. We're going to make our ruffles 12 inches. We're going to start with 12-inch ruffles, and if you're cutting a 12-inch ruffle off of the 10 yards, you should be able to get 36. And you can always count your twist to see, how many ruffles you'll need. So we're going to start with, there's like, I don't know how many twists are on a pencil rail. I'll have to count them, but I'll add that into the video. But it just kind of curls up like that. Go with that way it automatically curls up. And just go right down through the middle of the mesh and just scrunch it up. Scrunch it up with your fingers. Pinch it up. We're just going to go around the, we usually use 2 layers of ruffles, and that's why we chose the plain first. We're going to go around the frame. You just pinch it up. Kind of turn it. Flip it over. Yeah, flip it over. And go around it with the orange. And then we'll come back and do the paper on top of it. Just give it a little more thickness. We're just going to work all the way around the frame. And this is a kind of a test, so we don't know exactly how this will work. But we'll try it. This goes a lot quicker when you got 2 people working. Doesn't matter where you start on the frame, if you start on the inside or the outside or anything. It's going to look like a carrot. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell without getting it out there. Fatten it up a little bit. Carrots are my favorite food.
Yeah.
Carrots for lunch, I saw you.
I did eat carrots for lunch. You had Fig Newtons.
You can have enough. Let's see, I'm gonna need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more. Got your color? I think there were like 28 twists maybe on this particular form after we added in the extras from the garland, so I didn't know exactly how many we were going to need. And even after you get through, you may find that you need to fill in a space here or there. You may need some more. Six? Yeah, I think so. And then it really curls up when you get down to the last of the roll. Everybody's decorating for Easter, and it's
Oops, I cut that one.
so cold outside. Well, not decorating, getting ready to decorate for Easter, I guess. We just skipped right over Valentine's Day. Didn't do anything for Valentine's Day. Well, we haven't skipped over it, it's not
Not here
yet. We're always operating on about 3 months at a time. So, we can still decorate for Valentine's. We just probably won't have time to make anything. We're just now kind of recovering from Christmas. When you're working with the mesh, you can always get some loose strings, so you just know that, and you just snip them off when you're done. Don't smell anything burning too. We got some new lights in case y'all are wondering. We're a little bit worried that they might be a fire hazard. Okay, I think that'll get it. That was my last one, I think. Got a little bit left over. We may have to have some more. Okay, so this is where we're at so far. It needs to be probably a little fuller in there. I wasn't sure when we get down to the bottom how many. What do you think about that? Do you think that's going to be tapered enough?
Yeah.
When we fill in with the other?
Right.
Okay. Okay, let's go to the orange ruffles. I'll just make it a little fuller at the top. A little fatter, I can do. I like that paper mash. And when you add your second layer of ruffles, you want to undo your twist. Leave your first ruffle in place, and then lay your second ruffle right on top of it, and then twist it back. And you want to kind of fix your twist where your ruffles, your raw edges, kind of going to the inside as much as you can, just to help reduce that rattling. Maggie just came in from school, and Matt was dressed up today for a 1950s party. Did y'all have a party at school? Mm-hmm. Good. Was everybody dressed up, and did anybody have on a poodle skirt?
Yep.
They did. Did y'all listen to some rock and roll music?
Yep.
What kind of music was it? I mean, anything that you recognized?
Mm-hmm.
What was it?
No, I'm got.
Oh, okay. Did y'all have some refreshments?
Mm-hmm.
What'd you have? Did you have a Coke float?
Mm-hmm.
How do they make it?
They get ice cream, put it in a cup, and then pour some Coke over it.
Ooh, that was good, wasn't it? Did you have that at lunch, or was that like back in your classroom?
It was like in the lunch room when, like, after recess.
Yeah.
I mean, in recess.
Oh, okay. pretty good. It's still, ooh, it's got a lot of gel on it, didn't it? What did the other little boys look like?
Gavin had his like all, like, it was like, he didn't have no real white nail.
Yeah.
He did not have no
It was all slicked back, huh? The girl, any little...
Luke had this white nail.
He did. Okay. What about the girls?
They did not have their hair.
They didn't have it gel. I bet they had ponytails. Nobody had a ponytail?
Except for Caleb.
Kaylee, she had a ponytail. Okay.
She's the only. You forgot to make my Mazowski.
Well, that's right. We never got around to that. Have you figured out what this is yet?
A fish.
So now take a look at that. What does that look like?
It's an oval with that.
What?
It's an oval with a tail on it.
You think? Well, I guess if it was like that, it could look like a fish. But if it's like this, what does that look like? Think about Easter bunnies. What do they like?
They're not like eggs.
Well, you think it looks like an egg?
Nope.
Well, what do you think it looks like?
A carrot.
All right, good job. But what does carrot have on top? Well, no, don't get down. Don't get down.
I want to get down.
No. We got to come up with something for our top.
I'm trying to. If I can, you let me get
All
down.
right.
You have to use the green Saxon again. Around it.
Around it.
Yeah, for the tree. Because it's what's in it's grown on the tree.
Where do carrots grow?
Well, carrots can grow on the tree.
Here,
Yeah.
hop up here.
Okay.
Now, tell me, where do carrots grow?
It says on right here on the tree.
It does not say that right there.
Yes, it does. It says they grow on the
I'm
tree.
ashamed. I'm ashamed. You've never been out to the garden and pulled a carrot up out of the ground?
Fine. Get the green and then put that carrot thing and then like we're getting some white
Okay.
for the
Well.
little fish tree.
Okay. So we need some green for the top of our carrot for the leaves. So we have picked out a green Saxon. The Saxon is made out of a jute or cotton fiber. It's got some texture to it. So what we're going to do is cut some strips. Scoot down just a little bit so I can see. We're going to cut them about 24 inches. That's good, thank you.
Yeah, off the cutting board.
You be the cutting boy. Okay, we're going to cut them about 24, maybe a little too much. Let's go 20 inches. Well, there we go. It would cut better if I opened it, wouldn't it, man? 20 inches. We're going to test one of these. We're going to do this like in a curl. Oh, 20 was probably too much. It's been a while since I've done a curly wreath. That's really a little much, so you can play with that. We're not going to make them that thick. We're going to
Hey, look, it's a V.
do,
It was a V. Now it's not.
we're going to do it about 14 inches.
Hey, this can be my shoe.
All right, and we're just going to roll that up like you do when you're making a curly wreath. And then that's going to be our...
Tree on the trunk.
It's not a tree, it is a carrot.
It's a tree. It's a tree with orange on it. Orange tree trunk.
We'll just start this at the top, and we're
Hey,
going
just tie it. Just tie it.
to...
I'm putting that down there.
All right, so we're going to start. That's just where we're going to start. So I'm going to make a few curls. Cut a few curls.
It rolled over here first.
Okay, that's cutter. You have to...
I know how to cut.
No, not with this. Okay, 14 inches. All right, you can roll that up.
And play with it.
No, just roll it up for me.
Okay. I rolled it up for you. There you go.
Okay. Get that one out of the way.
There you go.
Okay. Let's see, how many have we got over there?
Boy.
All right, we've got one up there. How many is that?
One.
How many is 3 and 1 together? Good job. So this will give us 5. We want to probably use an odd number, so we're going to put this back down. Now we're going to make more curls. Put them in. I'm going to go back in the same twist.
Can we not put like green under and then a white string like it's growing? Can we do that?
Carrots do have roots, but the
Oh, roots are green. They're green.
well, no, not really. I guess they're more like kind of white looking, but you know.
Can we do it?
I don't think so. Here, you hold that where I've got it pinched together. Hold that.
Got to be together. Voodoo stick. Fire on.
Okay.
Fire.
Okay, hold this one together. It's pinched together.
2 files.
Yes.
2 files.
I don't know if we're going to get this finished or not.
2 files. 2 files.
Okay. Give me those back.
Ah,
Together. Give me that one.
that looks like an X.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't. Hey, I know it can be on your bottom. That green down there. Can be to the bottom.
We're trying to put all this in the same twist, and we'll see how that works. And we might go out there and maybe get some burlap roping and maybe in a green or something to kind of give it some little curly cues.
No. I know what can be the bottom. Hey,
Now, is it looking more like a carrot to you?
yeah, but it doesn't really look like a carrot to me because it's not grown out the ground.
Well, you're the one who didn't know carrots grew in the ground.
Yes, I did. My mama told me that they grow out of a tree.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm just kidding, I knew that.
So here's our carrot now. I did started out with like 5 curls of this green Saxon, and then I went back and added a couple more. And the first 5 was all tied into this one twist at the top, but then I added a couple more curls on each side by just making a curl and securing it with another twist. So overall, it measures about 38 inches and about 17 inches wide. And now we picked up some burlap lime green roping. We have this in lime green and moss might have been a better color for it, but this was handy, so that's just what we've got. So we're going to add in just some little curls to just give that a little more interest at the top. Of course, the jute roping is wired, and I'm just going to cut a section with my wire cutters. And to make the little curly thing, I've just taken a cord from one of the one of the deco mesh rolls, and just wrapping that around like that, and then just slide that off. And now that gives it a little curl, and then we just go find a twist tie and secure that. I'm just untwisting my twist and taking it all the way down to the Saxon and that paper mash and twisting it back. That'll give you an idea how that's going to add just a little extra something to that. And I'm going to make several more and add those in. So I've made some of the jute little curly cues, And what I'll do is like put like maybe 3 together at a time. I always like to put an odd amount. And then I just took my remaining piece of that copper garland that we used on the ribbon rail. Just cut the extra little twist off of it, and I'm just gonna put these 3 curls together and just wrap that with my copper tinsel. And then I'm gonna cut another piece off of that pencil garland. And that's what I'm going to use to attach the curls, they get tangled up, to the carrot. I put some into the twist themselves, but I don't want them all coming out of the same twist at the top. So I'm going to attach these with this little extra piece of tinsel and just attach it right to the frame. Tuck those raw ends to the inside, and then I made the burlap curls, you know, little different lengths. I didn't really measure, I just eyeballed it. So I've got 3 left, so I'm going to take this last 3, you can see they're kind of different lengths, and wrap that little piece of tinsel around it. And you could secure these with zip ties too. And if I were making a wreath to sell, you know, I probably would do that, because you don't want things, certainly in something that you're selling, to come loose and fly off in the wind or anything like that. Of course, the wreaths that we do here are just for tutorials and for our own use. Here's our finished carrot. I like the addition of the little jute roping. You can just, you know, you can curl those or straighten them out any way that you want to do that. But you can put some little short ones shooting out the top too. The carrot, the finished product, measures about 38 inches to 40, and it's about 18 inches in width. I think it turned out pretty good, even though Matt didn't know carrots grow in the ground. But anyway, it was fun making it. Thanks for stopping by, and we hope you'll visit us at Trendy Tree. Bye-bye now.
Juniors, seniors. Oh, yeah. So, of course, we had juniors, seniors.
Get that pink thing down again, let's look at it. When you see that big spotlight behind your head there, I mean, that's... Let me back the lights
Like
up.
these.
Yeah. You gonna change shirts?
I didn't bring another shirt.
So that we can both work together. See, let's try to figure out where our don't move away from point is. That's all. I mean,
I was listening to my ha.
I got to shut the doors. Alright, so now, let me think about what we're gonna say. Cut over
What? You don't like this part?
Hi, this is Jeannie.
Da-da-da.
Well, did I not cut it off? It's still recording.